Unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting. Defense number 24.
And there's the taunt.
And then there's the point. Some of these to me appear like human reaction and just a very quick, it's a reactionary thing. But look, we do know by week 15, they have put a major emphasis on it. For me, I would like to see a little leeway in this with the emotion of the game.
Vikings over 200 rush yards in the game. Cousins, end zone, incomplete, and a flag on the hit.
He comes right in.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 39.
It looked to me like it was pretty much the way you draw it up. It looked a lot worse in real time, but that looked like a perfect job on Fitzpatrick's part. He comes in with the shoulder, and
here's that play again in the end zone.
And the official was right there. He's in a great position. Fitzpatrick's talking to him, and I'm not so sure the official there doesn't know that might have been the wrong call.
And here they come. Looking down, and Diggs was all turned around. Didn't know where it was.
I think he grabbed his back when I was watching down there. Watch him hold that jersey right there. You see the bottom?
That usually, you tuck the jersey, it's automatic normally.
Yeah. Roughing the passer on the defense.
Who hit him? Was he blocked into him?
If he's blocked into him, it's not a penalty. I just saw Josh go down and it looked like it was a low hit, but if you're blocked into it, it's not. It's a very interesting call. I think he talked the ref into it right there. They're going to make him throw it right away. They're coming after him.
Here you go, to the end zone, to Diggs! They were tangled up, and there is no flag. Wow! Davis was on the coverage. There was a lot of contact.
It looked like a lot of contact. We'll see up close right here. Davis, they allow some contact down there on these fade routes, but that looked, I think that was a penalty, Jim, don't you?
Brady going for a deep pass. Never turning around was Wallace, and they flag him for it.
So if you watch Wallace, he doesn't really pass interfere. Watch his hands right here.
You know what, Tony? It's odd because when Wallace is chasing Evans, Evans realizes Wallace doesn't put his hand or his head around. Evans grabs Wallace and brings him to him. To me, that's either nothing or you've got Wallace actually grabbing the defender.
Pass interference, offense, number 13.
So there they are at the bottom of the screen, one-on-one situation, and you're going to see the little kind of lofted throw, and I don't think there's a lot there. I didn't see a ton of separation. Let's see, he's got his hands on his back. Does he give him the big shove? You can see a little bit right there, but I think it's more DJ Reed's inability to kind of track that ball. It's an odd throw. It was a really arced football on the back shoulder, and I think he lost track of the football more than Brandon Cooks kind of pushed to create separation.
So we see they're going to call it a little tighter in the secondary, at least by that.
Roughing the snapper, defense.
Yeah, I thought I saw offsides right here. What they're actually calling is right here. He's lined up off the deep snapper and comes in and makes contact. Now, they've put in a lot of rules here to protect the long snappers. And, you know, back in the day, Pete Carroll is not happy about that because I did not see him go to the head either. I think that's what Pete is saying. He was kind of off on the shoulder.
You know, the center is considered defenseless, so you can't go at him in the head or neck area. But to me, he really almost initiates this contact by playing in the defender. So I really am not strong on that call, but in fact, he is defenseless, so you have to lay off the head.
Pass interference, defense, number 25.
I don't know what to expect. I just know he's big and tough to stay with.
Boy, they've been really inconsistent on the outside.
Time. Looping it over the head of Tyler Lockett.
He's got Tyler Lockett one-on-one. Watch him battle. You know, a little stutter there. Gets on the back hip. Some hand checking down the field. Again, you know, we've seen some really tight calls with pass interference, and you would think that one, it's a nice little sell job by Tyler Lockett at the end. They've got me confused, Chris. I don't know what offensive pass interference is today, or defensive pass interference is today. You know, we just weren't playing well in that first half.
There's a quick pass to Brandon Cooks, showing off some of that speed eventually.
Nice job on the outside. Could have got a hold right there. Anthony Brown was lucky.
On 3rd and goal, Russell Wilson has it. Wide open for the touchdown is Oh, he didn't get in. Yes, he did. He crossed the plane.
Mike Pereira really felt that right knee was down.
And look, the ball
before they broke the plane. So we really thought that when they came out of break, it was going to be 4th and goal, you know, right up, nudged up to that goal line.
Pass interference, defense, number 2.
It's been tough today, right? So maybe a hold, is the ball in the air, so then it becomes pass interference. But they've been kind of ticky-tack at times, and other times they let them really kind of be aggressive out there on the outside. So I think it's hard for the guys then because they don't really know exactly what the parameters are by the crew.
Stafford got a piece of the face mask, it looks like. I think Jordan Phillips got a piece of that face mask. And there's no flag on the field.
And doesn't pull the trigger. And Phillips got away with a little bit of face mask there, yep.
A little bit of face mask.
3rd down and 5. Newton swings it out, and Zylstra will not get there.
Really nice tackle. Deion Jones, he ends up being that Buzz Black player. Matt Ryan and Arthur Smith, they have a legitimate gripe on the officials. That is clearly a penalty. And for as much as they protect the quarterbacks, I don't know how you miss that. And you see the frustration. That's one, Matt Ryan getting after the referee. And then you're going to have Arthur Smith on the sideline saying the same thing. Like, dude, it's right there.
Cousins, pass is picked. Intercepted by Witherspoon. And he just ran out of gas at the 20.
They definitely got a hold of Cousins' face mask there at the end of that play, but
Wilson over the middle, incomplete. Looking for Berrios. A team high 27 times on 3rd down this year.
See a little grab and a hold there, and that could have easily been called.
Holding. Defense number 5.
Is his ability to cover these better tight ends like a Travis Kelce. But they're catching him with a little bit of a hook and a hold on him downfield. That didn't look like a heck of a lot there. I feel like they called that a little bit earlier in the route.
No one's been good on 3rd down so far today. Both teams 0 for 3. This one down the far sideline. It is George Kittle not able to come up with it.
I think Von Bell watched the right hand. I think he was able to hook, but to try and bring it down with just one hand. See, that really a sneaky move, and that should have probably been called a pass interference, but it was so sneaky that nobody was able to see it, and Kittle has no choice but to try and bring the ball down with just one hand.
In this drive.
Defense number 30.
Should have been called. Watch the right arm of Landry, and he pulls him with him.
There's a lot of contact.
Yeah, it's a lot of contact, but I don't think Westry should have been flagged on that. I think, if anything, it was Landry drawing the penalty by wrapping his arm around Westry.
And at right tackle, Prescott loading up, going deep, incomplete. There's a flag.
Looked to me like pretty good coverage by Jackson. He's stride. There's a little pull-in, little hand fighting. You see him grab his right arm.
Pass interference.
I don't know.
Defense number 23.
I just feel like that's really good coverage. You're stride for stride with the guy. You find the ball. You can see him look back. Yeah, he tugs his arm. That's hand fighting. That's going on every single route in the NFL.
That's Jordan Hicks. Stafford took a massive wallop in the chest a week ago.
Should have been called there. Hit him in the head.
Sure should have.
Jordan Hicks. Roughing the passer. Defense number 98.
You're going to see the roughing here. Yeah, it's just the little shove. I don't know.
Penalty for roughing the passer. The hit by Miles Hartsfield.
That Derek Brown one was a tap. That Miles Hartsfield, that was a hit. That was a real hit.
That rule not happy with the call.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense number 9. You see Alford make the tackle. Here comes Simmons, and you can see he hits him in the back of the head with his forearm. Well, that's just going to be called. I mean, the crowd's not happy about it, but that's going to be an easy call.
It does require force, though. I get the elbow leading, but that's very subjective with that forcible contact.
3rd down and 1. Cook, right side, cuts for the touchdown for 167.
This is really gotten away with a little bit of hold there inside, but
Cousins keeps, airs it out. Osborne downfield. He's got it. Touchdown Vikings, and coming away looking for a push-off is Cameron Sutton, no flag.
It's a really nice route by K.J. Osborne, and on the deep corner route, perfectly thrown ball. And in order to make that throw, you just have to have really good protection to let Osborne get that far down the field.
You can see Cameron Sutton get up. Yeah, he's looking for a flag.
Man end over end kick. Winston fair catch. Now lets it go, and it goes out of bounds. And now a flag comes out, and the ball actually stayed in.
Interference with the opportunity to catch the kick. Kicking team number 34.
Well, Coach Salah's upset because any time that a player is being engaged in a block, even though it may not look like a conventional block, that engagement at that point absolves him of being in that place where it would be interference with the opportunity to catch a kick. That's what his complaint is. It's a rightful response by the coach. I understand why he's upset about the play.
They had beaten Baltimore earlier in the season.
Here's your bouncing ball, and who's got it? Khalil Herbert all the way to the end zone, but they're waving it dead back at the 46. You can't advance it on an onside kick like that where it's off the hands of Marquez Valdez-Scantling, but no advancement.
The kicking team legally recovered the ball. The ball is dead at the spot of the recovery. It'll be Chicago's ball, 1st and 10.
Tonight is one of those nights, who knows, but you will definitely see, you called it, right off the hands there of Valdez-Scantling.
You know, I don't like that. I like the rule where, why can't you advance it?
I know in punts why you can't, because you have no help, right? You're back there as a punt returner. If you muff it, everyone would turn into a touchdown. I'm kind of in your corner when it comes to onside kicks, though.